I know it's quite a complicated topic, but could you provide us a snapshot of the apartheid movement and where South Africa currently stands in its wake?
That's a huge question to begin an easy interview, Alva. And let me seek to respond as simply as I can with some broad brushstrokes. I guess one could almost say that apartheid began in South Africa when the settlers arrived. The Dutch settlers arrived in 1652, and then the British settlers arrived in 1820. A very significant moment in our history was around 1913, when we had what they called the Land Act, which effectively meant that only 7% of the land of South Africa was available to Black people, who were the majority population in the country. And then in terms of apartheid as the world knew it, when the newly elected government came in 1948, the nationalist government, it kind of formally adopted the policy of apartheid, which was a highly sophisticated, institutionalized form of segregation, which effectively denied Black people, colored people, Indian people, denied them of human rights and political rights. And that was the policy from 1948. And then in 1990, after years of struggle in which literally thousands of lives were lost, the struggle to overcome apartheid, in 1990, the government then entered into negotiations with the leaders of the liberation movements at that time. And in 1994, we had our first free and open election that was open and free to all. And that was an incredible moment for us in the country. You can well imagine that. You've almost got to picture people kind of standing in queues to vote, waiting 7, 8, 9, 10 hours because the queues were so long. So it was a wonderful moment. In terms of where we are at the moment, we're in a very difficult space. Our attempts to forge a healthy democracy have been deeply undermined by widespread corruption, self-interest, gender-based violence. South Africa is a very dangerous place for women. Rampant crime and violence. And so I often like to say that South Africa is a country of tragic beauty. So we really are in a space at the moment where we're struggling to give fuller expression to the democracy that is ours.
Yeah, I remember those images when I was I believe I was in junior high here, of the queues of people voting.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a moment that's kind of etched in one's memory for forever.
Yes.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.